A very good day to you. Welcome to Herman Manyora's channel. My name is Jadiel, Kabiro. It's always a pleasure to have you for these political conversations that I hope will be able to build this country even as we're progressing towards the 2022 presidential elections. I'm joined by the one and only Herman Manyora. Sir, karibu sana on set.
Asante sana, Jad.
Today you're full of energy.
Full of energy and vibes.
Deputy President William Ruto was unanimously endorsed by the UDA delegates to become their presidential flag bearer in this year's elections. William Kabogo, former governor, Moses Kuria, Mwangi Kiunjuri of the TSP, gracing the events, showing support. Jimmy Wanjigi too, showing support for Deputy President William Ruto. Is this the grip that he needs in the mountain right now, showing that he can get at least 80% from that region?
Congratulations to William Samoei Ruto on your being nominated to carry the UDA and the Kenya Kwanza, of course, finally.
Kenya Kwanza?
Yeah. Who else is there? There's nobody else. They were all there praising him. They have been saying he's their presidential candidate.
Kenya Kwanza hasn't yet had the delegates
Which one
meeting.
Now? Everybody has already given in. He's now fighting for number 2.
Oh.
Yeah, they are not. This one they already conceded long time ago. They are not going for the top seat.
They haven't yet said.
But they have said it. They are now fighting over number 2. You have had Malala and Rigad is. What are they fighting over?
When you see Mwangi Kiunjuri there, does this mean that Ruto is having a grip of the mountain?
Yes and no. Yes, because like we have said repeatedly, Kenyan politics, you know, is ethnic based. It is regional. It is practiced through big names. So when Ruto was going alone, I said he would go nowhere. You have to go back to the regions and get people there. You have to look for big names, not small boys and girls. Now he has big names. You know, Kafogo, Jimmy Wanjigi, you know, Mwangi Kiunjuri. These are big names. That's what he needed from the word go. The only problem is he not starting it a little too late? That's the only. But if he had worked like that, then you could be saying he's going somewhere. Secondly, I am not also sure these guys are with him. Yes. In the fullness of time, people will be treated with some shock.
Someone like
I divide politicians supporting UDA into 2 broad categories, especially around the Mount Kenya. There are those who are innocent, bordering on being naive, who actually believe Ruto is winning, and they are excited about it, and they are trooping there, believing that Ruto is going to win. Yet Ruto will not win. So they are innocent, naive politicians. They belong to on one side. The other category of politicians are those who know the game. They know what's going on. They are players in the game from the side of Uhuru and Raila. Either as major players or minor players. They are in the loop. They know something. And from these ones, you divide again into 2. There are those who leave Ruto at his hour of need to occasion maximum psychological hit. You get capital for Uhuru and Raila when they desert Ruto at the hour of need, at the worst possible time for him. They are there.
Okay.
The other category within the category of those who know what's going on are people like Omatiangi, and Anne Waiguru may as well be in that category.
Anne Waiguru?
Yes.
People think she's going to be
or people who know they were not going to win if they didn't join Ruto, for example. Now, join Ruto and win, for those who will win, and after Raila wins, you lead the troops back home. It's just a game. Because if you didn't do that, the wrong person like Grish would have won, whom you would not twist or direct where you want them to go. There are people of that category. There are others who they will not win. Neither will they go to the ballot. They will abandon UDA at the moment they can't get a replacement. Wait and see.
So they have been sent there.
Let me say no more. This thing will hit Ruto in a way he has never seen.
But someone like Moses Kuria comes and says, we are the think tank. We are the ones that made Uhuru president. We actually are the ones that stole some votes for him. The other side doesn't know what we can do.
I don't want to talk about stealing of votes. This is a very sensitive thing. We have had problems in this country because of that. I don't want anybody to talk about stealing of votes in the way Moses Kuria did, and even that Sabina Chege lady. I don't think we want to go that direction. That is something I don't want to pronounce myself on.
But when you look at it now, though, is there any side that is justified to say
No.
the other side is going to rig votes?
Nobody
Because
talk about
this
rigging,
other side,
especially that there was some rigging. Let's not go that way. Even for those who are rigged out like Raila, let them not mention that. Let's just leave it. Let's just face 2022, a united country, you know, and praying and hoping for a free and fair election.
but we cannot ignore when some of them are saying what they are saying.
No, they should not say. That is bad. Coming from people like Moses Kuria, I can tell you that is wrong. It is bad. They should not attempt to say that any other time. But the idea that some people are playing others is not something you can ignore. Wait and see.
No.
It has been there. You know, Ruto is a young man in politics. It has been there from 92. Moi hit people from 91, 92 there. Yeah, it works.
How about someone like Jimmy Wanjigi now coming out? He was supposed to take the presidential flagship of ODM, now coming and supporting Ruto, probably, as you say, in the fullness of time, supporting his presidential ambitions.
Jimmy, my friend, is lost it. He's lost it. He started so well. He had a big name. He didn't stick to the image that Kenyans had of him. You know, I'm a suffixit. I'm mysterious. Kingmaker. He lost it. Oh, God. That's how I tell Kenyan people. Look for advisors. Jimmy had everything going for him. And the 2027 he was going to be a major player in Kenya. Now he's lost it.
But he's
acting desperate.
He needs to put his name out
there.
No,
you don't put your name out by acting desperate. Taking Safina wasn't a good idea. You know? Now going to William Ruto is even worse. He's lost it.
In what way?
He will never feature in Kenya. Jimmy Wanjigi is my friend, but he's lost it completely. What he would have done after he attempted to fight Raila, he would have let it stay. He would have said, Raila is not a good man. He's not a Democrat the way he portrays himself. Or that Uhuru has messed Raila this day. Things of that nature. Stuff politicians say. Then he would have withdrawn. And remain the mysterious Jimmy was. And then after this coming election, he would have taken a year or so to study the way the politics is going on. The betrayals within the Raila and the Uhuru camp. They are going to be there. There are going to be stuff going on. Whenever people have an election after the victory, there are people who feel should change. Then you try and get troops together. Then come up with a movement, a party that's more of a movement. Then appeal to the Kikuyu vote, the Mount Kenya vote. Oh, he had it all right, but they listen to useless people who go there for little monies.
So you say he should have held back a little bit, and then during the next presidency,
he builds withdrawal is a tactic in the army. My friend Colonel Mugambi told me it's not retreat, it's a withdrawal. You withdraw as a tactic. So Jimmy, having hit and portrayed ODM and Raila in the way he wanted, not so successful, of course, but in the way he wanted, he should have withdrawn.
Okay.
And waited for this election to come. That way you have that image of yours, Mr. Fix-It, mysterious, kingmaker. Then you come up with your political party in kind of a movement after 2023. And in 2027, people have to reckon with you.
Okay, Deputy President William Ruto did not spare the president too, saying that he has weaponized security agencies, the DCI, EACC, DPP, all these agencies are under the president getting funds and they cannot work freely. They are now working to fight those who are against the current government. Do you think this is true, and is this what we'll remember the president for?
You know, that's what it means to be a junior politician. An upstart politician. That's where Ruto is. Experienced politicians cannot say what he was saying. If you hit at those agencies and they are in security sector, administration of justice sector, and they are still in charge, and you are still outside, you haven't gotten in, and you are pointing fingers, telling them how do you reorganize them. If they have the ability to mess you, they'll still mess you.
But don't you think this is something that he has heard, that these agencies are not free? So, like the IG said he's going to put monies there.
But you must know how much control and power Uhuru and the system have over such agencies. You have to know if you are a politician. How come I know and he doesn't know? If you want to make changes normally, and the PLO is a good example. He was trying to tell Parliament how he was going to organize them from EACC. They got rid of him. Be careful what you say. But more importantly, my take home from yesterday, Ruto has lost it in a big way.
Wow.
The way he's attacking Uhuru Kenyatta, the way it is becoming more and more personal, the next phase of this attack, it will be community-based. Whether you like it or not, it is going to be directed as if they are attacking the community. Wait and see.
You know, even
avoid attacking Uhuru. You can attack Raila if you want, but not Uhuru.
But let's talk about the EACC and the DCI kind of conversation. When you say about cartels, when you say that you cannot bring order where there is chaos because people thrive in chaos, is this what the Deputy President wants to show, that I am ready to clean out the chaos no matter the consequences?
But first, you know, it is a catch-22 situation. It is what many people trying to reform institutions and societies face. You say you are going to change by dismantling certain orders, but the people in charge of the mess, have the power to stop you from becoming what you want to become. Because in order to make those changes, you must become president of the Republic of Kenya. The people you are attacking, the people you say you want to reorganize and remove and even jail, the way we are hearing, you know, they will jail even some people. Those people have the power to derail you from getting to State House.
Oh.
You see what I'm saying? And you need to have a cup of tea if you are Ruto with one man, namely Raila Amolo Odinga, son to Jaramogi Oginga, who will tell you this platform you need to carry out change. It's very difficult to get it.
Oh.
The people you want to dismantle and to remove have a say on whether you get to that platform or not. And that he's working with Uhuru must be born out of that realization.
Okay.
That if there is change you want to implement, unless you can overthrow a government, you will need to have a strategy that kind of doesn't threaten the people who are in charge. Then they can allow you. And I'm using the word allow, I know a little English. There's an element of allowing you to get to that seat. Once there, you can make changes, which can even surprise some of them. You know, you may not reorganize everything in the manner you would have thought when you are Raila of 2007. And that's why you didn't get. You
know, when you say that, when you use the word allow, the Deputy President in his speech says, we will not bow, we will not worship you because of your intimidation.
But then he will know. He will see. But 9th is not very far. Just under 5 months.
So you mean for someone
he will be sitting somewhere on the 10th or 11th. I say, these are things Manyora was talking about and some other people. Yes, he will know.
Is this that bad in Kenya?
It is not. It's not Kenya. It's everywhere. It is not easy to sit on that throne. Even from ancient times, to inherit a king. Even when you are the heir, there are intrigues. It's not always easy to get power, the ultimate power to rule a people. Has never been easy any time in history. It's never been easy.
Then when you look at this race,
there are forces. It is not just an automatic thing because you are heir to the throne. There are things that happen. There are interests. It's not that you are popular in America, you become president. There are interests and forces that will either allow you or stop you from going to White House. Or if you are there by default, they ensure you can't go second term. And so it is a global thing. It's not a Kenyan thing. Yeah.
ANC party leader Musalia Mudavadi said, we don't want someone in power who will be controlled by a remote control. When you say bright, he goes bright. When you say dark, he goes dark.
He looks bad when he's saying that.
And when you look at it, when you look at that conversation, is this race going to be a race between Deputy President William Ruto and Uhuru Kenyatta, or DP and Raila? Because right now it's all about mentioning Uhuru and not Raila, according to them.
When Mudavadi is saying Raila can be a puppet, he comes out looking very bad. You know, he's my brother. This is a man who can't open his mouth next to Raila. I have seen them tremble before Raila. And I'm saying this in public. They can challenge me and I tell them where and how. I've seen some of these guys, simu inaanguka chini Raila akiingia kwa nyumba. I know these are people who they can't hold a candle before Raila. They can't untie his sandals. Mudavadi saying Raila can be a puppet. He's coming out looking very awkward. It's so bad. There are many things you can say about Raila if you are Mudavadi. And Kenyans, I will also agree with you. There are many things. Raila is not a god. Raila is not an angel. Raila has made mistakes. He has his fair share of the shenanigans of politics. Mudavadi can say many things about Raila, and we would listen, bad things. But to call Raila a puppet, blue, green, yellow, dim, like,
so you say
you look stupid. Actually, let me just use that word. You saying that about Raila. There are things you can't say about Raila.
So you're saying they tremble before
For example,
him?
Of course, there are things. Can Raila speak? Can Mudavadi find his voice in the presence of Raila? Can he find his voice where Raila is seated? Amuke asimame aseme. Hata mdomo haitafunguka. You know, but there are good things you can say. There are certain things you can't say about Mudavadi. People laugh at you. If you say Mudavadi is a useless man, what about can't, people laugh at you. There are certain things you can't say about Ruto. You can attack Ruto, but there are certain things that won't sell. There are certain things about Uhuru. So to say Raila is a puppet, Raila can be a project, and coming from a person who knows, it doesn't come out.
So this race is clearly between Ruto and Raila, not the
Of course,
president.
how does Uhuru come in? Uhuru has his own interest, like everybody else. That's why he's supporting Raila.
Okay.
Or he knows something about Ruto we don't know. But basically, it's normal about interest.
You know, in that event, there were a lot of revelations. Even Duale coming out and saying that the president told him that he's leading the snake. I think he's the snake in parliament because he's supporting Ruto over there. You see, some of these things come out and show that the president actually had a problem.
I told something. That's where they are going, and they will get it wrong. Uhuru sacked Mwangi Kiunjuri as agriculture minister. And the agriculture minister, the Kiunjuri said, they have done this to me, but let them not push me further. There are things I know which I can also, you know what I said on TV? I told Mwangi Kiunjuri, please don't. Don't. Because the little you know about Uhuru, if he descends on you with what he knows about you, it's like a whole gorofa in a bomoka na kuangukia. Forget about the cliche ton of bricks. To be a whole building, KICC na kuangukia. This is the state.
So saying even that's
it knows everything about you. And most of these guys are thieves and they know it. Most of these guys don't pay taxes. They're just running about DCI and KRA. They don't pay taxes like we pay the little money we earn. How are they rich?
But
you see, I'm saying, don't say there's anything you can say about Uhuru. No. Because he has the instruments of state, which can bring a whole ton of things about you.
But I'm asking,
and even put you behind
the president
so,
himself.
you know, thieves also respect each other kidogo. There's no honor among thieves. Lakini, they don't want to go far. Kupigana. Lakini, if they throw caution to the wind,
you see, the president
said,
Uhuru said, we did not sack anyone. We did not chase anyone away.
Yes.
And now here's Duale saying, we are done. We dealt with Murkomen. The president said, we did away Murkomen. We did away Susan Kihika.
Yes.
This is just politics.
It's
and the
politics,
president also...
At the end of the day, it's politics, You are right.
So the president, too, is also lying to people.
But of course, these are politicians. What do you think?
And
you
that's
think
what
Uhuru
it
is a bishop?
That's what it is.
Uhuru is a politician. And I've told you, as far as supporting Raila is concerned, Uhuru has his own interests. Okay. But I'm sympathizing with the DP camp. They are missing it, and they are falling into the trap. The worst mistake, and they are making it now the way I projected they would long time ago. Attacking Uhuru Kenyatta. Because to say you will jail people who have stolen, and you have been talking about families that have stolen, we know what and what. You are basically passing across the message that I, William Samoei Ruto, when I eat the Bible, somewhere in Uhuru Park or wherever, Kasarani, he says the first day, day one,
yes,
I'll jail Uhuru Kenyatta. That's what you are saying. That's how it will be passed. That's the narrative Uhuru is going to build. And these people, that this guy is saying he's going to jail Uhuru Kenyatta.
Finally, let me ask
But we told you this is a dangerous man, now you can see. So in other words, Ruto should steer clear of Uhuru Kenyatta. Focus yourself on Raila Odinga. There's so much you can say about Raila. There's so much you can say about Raila, why Raila should not be president. Focus on that. Leave Uhuru Kenyatta alone. he will cost you dearly.
Finally, let me ask you, was the NDC a success according to you on Ruto's side? The people that came, the messages he gave out, was it a success?
The success in terms of?
Did it make him look presidential enough for you?
It gave, first of all, the image was good because the rally was, the thing was well organized, perhaps even better than the other one of Azimio. The people who attended gave the impression that he has the mountain, which was a big score for him. But the way, the delivery, the things you were saying, you are sending fear. I saw many things coming out of that. But the one thing I came out with, he's sending out fear. And fear, to send fear, is a dangerous thing if you want power. Do not send that signal so that people see they begin to fear your presidency. So if he came out presidential, not quite, because again, in trying to look like you are a man of the people, you are even doing jobs which an MCA should be doing on stage, standing there. You don't look presidential.
But he looked like he was in charge.
No, being in charge is not being presidential. You are like you are doing the work which another boy can do. Yeah.
This
Again, image is important in politics.
Yeah.
And at this particular time, Ruto and Raila must, as much as possible, begin to look and act presidential. Okay. Yes. If like what I saw yesterday of Uhuru Kenyatta of Ruto wasn't quite presidential. It wasn't presidential. His handlers must tell him, you begin to look presidential. Even Raila Odinga must look more presidential than he has so far looked. Okay. Even this donning uniform, let's get out of that now. Put on a business suit. And when you are looking casual, young, like Raila, it's okay. But there are certain functions where you must look presidential with the flags around you. Yes.
The way Donald Trump hugged the flags.
Yes.
Let's end the conversation there. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's political conversation. That has been analysis of what was happening yesterday in Kasarani UDA Delegates Conference, which endorsed William Samoei Ruto to become their flag bearer in this year's election. Until we do have these conversations again, have yourself a lovely rest of your day.